There's really no way around it. If you want to actually listen to music through your DIY speakers or a store-bought pair, you're gonna need some sort of audio amp. Now, there are a lot of audio amps on the market, from super expensive, high-end, 100-pound monsters to an entry-level unit that can fit in the palm of your hand. But just because you don't want to max out your credit card doesn't mean you have to live with cheap sound. It's 2018, and cheap on price doesn't necessarily mean cheap on sound. Even if the amp we're gonna talk about today first debuted like 5 years ago. Hey everybody, I'm Kirby, this is Kirby Meets Audio, and today we're going to be talking about the Lepai LP7498E Bluetooth audio amp. The name just rolls right off the tongue. Right off the bat, the power output of this amp doesn't match its small footprint. It's only 4.5 inches by 7 inches and 1.25 inches tall, but this little guy can push out 100 watts of power per channel into 8 ohms and 160 watts into 4 ohms. That's some no-joke power in a form factor of its size, and will be plenty to power even thirsty speakers in a casual listening setting. You're probably not going to push 100 watts per channel very often, if ever, which is good because that's at 10% THD or total harmonic distortion. With this amp, it's not super great at that level. I've read reports of audible distortion if you really crank this amp, but I pushed it as hard as I would consider responsible, and I didn't hear anything abnormal. You're getting that power through a Class D output stage via an STM-made TDA7498 chip. If you want to learn more about Class D or the other types of audio amps, check out the link down in the description. It's receiving that power from the wall through a dedicated 36-volt DC power supply. I spent some time with this amp connected to our design series speaker build, the Duo kit that I finished up in last week's video. Listeners report some color from the 7498 chip, and I tend to agree. Some people don't like their amp to shape the sound of their music in any way, but I'm not really one of those people. And I think this amp actually sounds really great. Its full and wide sound is really far from sterile or analytical. It sounds great low for background listening, and like I said before, I cranked this guy for quite some time, and I really enjoyed the headroom with all of its power. The I/O in the Lepai is limited. You're looking at 2 pairs of binding posts for speaker outs, 1 stereo RCA input, and Bluetooth via aptX codec, and that's it. No headphone output stage, no 3.5mm aux input, and no USB. For me, the option between a wireless input and 1 analog input is all I really need. I usually run an external DAC and separate dedicated headphone amp, so I don't really need any of those other I/Os. If you're looking for a simple integrated system to power your passive speakers and you just want to connect one source, whether it's your phone or computer or CD player, you're not going to have any issues with this amp. If you also often listen to music using your headphones, which I do a lot, Lepai makes a similar amp to this one with a headphone output stage. I'll put a link down in the description if you want to check that out. But I'll also be doing a video on that guy really soon, so hit that bell next to the subscription box if you want to get notified when it comes out. In doing my research on this amp, I came across a few listeners complaining about its Bluetooth audio quality. I took my time and switched back and forth between Bluetooth and analog inputs, and though there is a very slight difference in audio quality, to my ear it's not enough to warrant any complaints. Now, this amp has been out for many years, and its tried and true quality has stood up over that time, so maybe there have been some hardware revisions over the years that corrected for this, but I've had mine for at least a year, maybe 2, and the Bluetooth sounds great, so I'm not worried about that. All right, conclusion time. At the time of making this video, this amp cost between $85 and $99, depending on if you happen to snag that sale price. Like I said before, this amp has been out for a while and is still selling because it's a quality amp at a good price. I found that it sounds big whether you're using wired or the wireless input. It really came to life for me actually when I paired it with my Shit Audio DAC. If you're in the market for a small integrated amp for under 100 bucks, I recommend including this guy in your comparison list. You can find a link to this amp as well as the other products I talked about today down in the description below. Those links help the channel, by the way. They're affiliate links. Anything you buy through those links helps me make these videos. So I appreciate you checking those out. If you're interested in building a pair of speakers of your own, head over to kmakits.com where you can find free build plans as well as complete build kits available for purchase. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you hated it, hit the thumbs down. Just make your feelings known. If you're new here and you like this video, please hit that subscription button, then hit that little bell if you want to get updates on when I post videos. I also have a Patreon where fans like you help me make videos like this one. And if you want to see the behind the scenes of making these videos or speaker building or just my life in general, follow me on Instagram. Just search Kirby Meets Audio or there's a link down below. Alright, I appreciate you guys watching this video. I like these review videos. They're kind of fun. They're fun to make. And I'm excited to like get some new products rolling through. These are kind of some test ones I've been doing the past few weeks, but yeah, appreciate it. Also, if you're seeing this and you happen to live near Dayton, Ohio, Springboro, Ohio, check out MidwestAudioFest.com. I'm gonna be there in Springboro, Ohio at the Midwest Audio Fest this weekend, Friday and Saturday. Come check it out. All right, see you guys next week, or maybe later this week. Bye.